Hello and welcome. Still a Cube here. I'm on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. On this fairly nice winter's afternoon. Getting in here and doing a quick test pour. I did this kind of, I've done this kind of technique before and lots of times, and it turned out really well. I just want to try it with some odd colours. So I've used some greens because somebody asked me, you never do much in greens, because I'm not actually a fan of greens, so that's why I don't do much in greens. So I'm going to give it a go again today and see what kind of effect I get. So I'm just doing it on this, I think it's a 25 by 20 canvas, and I want to see what kind of effects I get on this particular one. I'll lift up the previous one I did to show you in a second or two, or in a minute. And I'm just putting a normal white. This is just my normal mix of global impasto with my pouring medium, which is in the drop down box below. I still get asked the question almost every time. So it is all there, the information is there of my pouring medium. Rightio. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do a background first of all. The previous one I did a kind of purple background, and I want to try it in this. It's called greenish blue, and this only has Floetrol in it. It's just mixed with Floetrol. So I tried 50-50, and then I adjust it until I get a really nice creamy. So it's not too runny, because I find that I get the better cells if it's thicker. So I'm going to just pour that along here. This is going to be for the background of this particular piece. So to set it up for a nice background. So just a soft piece of plastic foil divider. Oh, look at those cells. So this is going to give me the lovely background that I want for it. So that turned out pretty nice. That's absolutely fine. That's beautiful. Really lovely. Not sure if you can see them cells. I'll bring you down in a second and see them. So that's how I mixed that particular one. And now I want to do a blowout. Like I said, I've done, the previous one I did was in greens. Look, this was the one I did with the greens, and I did it with the purplish kind of purple background, and I did the puddle pours and a blowout in the greens, which I don't normally do. And I thought, oh, that would look so nice with the blues, of course. So I'm going to give it a little go in the blues. And I want to do like one big puddle blowout. Maybe I shouldn't have put so much white. Always make a mistake there. I think I'm going to keep with the greens. I know it's on a blue background, and blue and green should never be seen except with something in between. But I'm doing it. So that's the green deep. This is a metallic gold. And then I will put a bit of the cell activator, which again is the black with just Floetrol. There's no special mix of anything. Now this is the green deep mixed 50-50 with metallic gold, and it's got this beautiful, beautiful green. So there we go. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of the green light. It literally is called green light. Oops, might be a bit too much, but I'll go back to the green deep. gold, or don't I? Rightio. So I was thinking last time I did it, oh no, I probably should because it's on my small canvas. I was going to use my big hairdryer, but this is a smaller canvas, so I'll continue using my tiny teeny. This is a heat gun. It's just bursting some air bubbles on them. These are called heat embossing guns, so they don't blow the paint anywhere, they just heat. So to burst the air bubbles, and it does help bring cells through. So rightio, let's get going with this big blowout. See what I get. Wow. I know it's blue and green, should never be seen, but that is beautiful. Oh my goodness, the colours. I need to bring you down. I could blow some more out by mouth, but I know if I tip down, I'm going to get my hair and boobies in there. So that is really gorgeous. Let me give that a bit of a heat. Not sure whether to blow it a little bit. Maybe I'll try my straw. Wow, that is really lovely. And what I can, to get rid of this line at the top, if you so wish to, I can kiss my balloon in there and do some little feathering. Oh, that is so nice with the green and the blue. That really is. Who'd have thought? There you go. Blue and green should never be seen, but it worked well there. Look at that. Oh, that is super duper nice. I am super happy with that. I think, well, you could have it any way you choose, couldn't you? Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. This is lovely. The lacing, could do some finger dips, finger kisses, which you just press in, and it gives this gorgeous little delicate effect. I'll bring the camera down and show you this lovely effect from finger kissing. Lovely, lovely. That is really nice. I think I'll just do, maybe I should have given it one big balloon in there, but look at that. Now I want to put that somewhere. I should have put it on another canvas, but I haven't got one ready. I'm going to bring you down. That's super gorgeous. Who'd have thought? Somebody challenged me to work with green because I don't do it very often, so there you go. I'm going to bring you down. Just look at this super gorgeous effect. That one corner blowout, and there's the lovely like little bluebells hanging from the top, and there's the little finger kisses. Look how cute and delicate they look. Finger kissing, how gorgeous is that? Well, that is colours that, yeah, I wouldn't normally use, but I'm pretty sure that that would sell easy. That will look lovely with a varnish on it, or your resin, whatever you choose. But there you go. That was the other one that I did, which you probably see in the video for this one. The video will be up there, but that was with the same technique on a 40 by 50 canvas. But I did that purple swipe, and my son said it looks more Christmassy, Mum, like that. So I thought if I introduced a different colour like the blue, that it wouldn't look Christmassy, and it doesn't. really super happy with that. That's a nice little gift, isn't it? Alrighty, my loves, I will say bye for now until tomorrow. Take care.